Tonight on the channel, Benson Boone has canceled his Birmingham arena show with just an hour's notice. What happened, what fans are saying, and whether his O2 London dates are still on. Hit subscribe and let's break it down. Birmingham. Pop star Benson Boone abruptly canceled his Utilita Arena show in Birmingham on Saturday night, pulling the plug roughly an hour before kickoff and leaving thousands of ticket holders stunned and disappointed. The 23-year-old, who has rocketed to international prominence in recent years with hits such as Beautiful Things, apologized to fans and cited ongoing vocal issues that made it impossible for him to perform. The cancellation came at the end of a difficult week for the American singer on the UK leg of his American Heart Tour. Fans who had traveled from across the Midlands and beyond arrived at the arena expecting an emphatic night of arena pop, only to be informed by venue staff that the performance would not go ahead. What went wrong? According to messages posted by Boone and updates shared by his team, the singer has been struggling with his voice for several shows. He appears to have tried multiple remedies in the days leading up to the Birmingham date, but by Saturday night, he and his medical advisors judged that he could not give a safe or satisfactory performance. Boone's social media apology conveyed his regret and emphasized that the decision was made in the interest of protecting his voice and giving fans the show they deserve when he is fit to perform. Local reports and eyewitnesses indicate the singer first showed signs of trouble during earlier stops on the UK run, with an incident in Glasgow drawing particular attention. After the Glasgow show, members of Boone's team told waiting fans that he could not speak and required medical review. Footage shared online showed the singer briefly acknowledging fans but avoiding prolonged interaction. Those earlier warning signs appear to have foreshadowed Saturday's last-minute cancellation. Fans react: anger, sympathy, and pragmatic questions. Across social platforms, reaction to the cancellation has been mixed. Some ticket holders vented frustration, citing travel costs, hotel bookings, and the emotional investment of attending a major arena show, while many others expressed sympathy for Boone, praising him for being honest about his condition and for choosing to prioritize his long-term vocal health. Social media also filled with messages from fans offering refunds advice and sharing videos from the night. Several users called the timing devastating, given the late notice. Others urged patience and urged the venue to prioritize clear communications about refunds and rescheduling. Venue and promoter response Utilita Arena Birmingham issued a swift public notice to ticket holders, confirming the cancellation and apologizing for the inconvenience. Promoters and ticketing platforms advised customers to hold on to their tickets while discussions about a possible rescheduled date were explored, and they outlined the standard refund options for patrons unable to attend a replacement date. The arena's message stressed that the decision was taken due to artist illness and reiterated that public safety and performer well-being were the priority. Medical reality for touring singers. Vocal strain and throat illnesses are among the most common maladies to disrupt singing careers, particularly during sustained, high-demand tours. Medical experts who advise touring artists warn that continuing to perform with a compromised voice can produce lasting damage, sometimes requiring long recovery periods or even surgery, and that last-minute cancellations, while painful for fans, can be the correct medical decision. Rest, professional vocal therapy, and appropriate treatment are the usual prescriptions. Some performers also cancel a single date to protect the rest of a tour. Boone's choice to withdraw from the Birmingham show early aligns with that established medical caution. The cost of cancellations. Beyond disappointment, last-minute cancellations generate a cascade of financial and logistical headaches. Fans often incur non-refundable travel and accommodation costs, and venues must rearrange staffing and security. Merchandise sellers and local businesses, restaurants, bars, and hotels that count on concert crowds lose anticipated revenue. Promoters typically face insurance considerations and potential rescheduling costs. In practice, many of those losses are difficult to recoup quickly, which is why clear and timely communication from artist teams and venues is essential when cancellations happen. In this case, Utilita Arena urged ticket holders to follow official channels for refund and reschedule information. What does this mean for Boone's remaining UK dates? The immediate question for fans and the music industry alike is whether Benson Boone's remaining London arena dates will proceed as scheduled. At the time of writing, Boone is still listed for multiple dates at the O2 in London early next week as part of the same American Heart Tour. Ticketing platforms and the O2's own event pages continue to show the London dates as active, and no official announcement has been made to cancel or postpone those performances. However, several outlets reporting on the Birmingham cancellation noted uncertainty about the status of the shows in London and flagged the possibility that further medical advice could affect the schedule. Fans planning to attend are being urged to monitor official channels for updates and to be prepared for contingency plans should additional dates be impacted. A closer look at the London dates Boone's London Run, promoted as arena-scale shows at the O2, represents some of the biggest venues on his current European itinerary. Listings across the venue and ticketing sites continue to show multiple consecutive nights, with details of doors, support acts, and ticket prices still available to prospective attendees. The continued presence of those listings suggests that, for now, organizers and Boone's team remain hopeful the artist will recover in time to fulfill the London engagements. Nevertheless, the recent cancellation in Birmingham will inevitably cast a shadow of uncertainty over the next few days. Why reschedule rather than cancel outright? When possible, artists and promoters prefer rescheduling to outright cancellation. Rescheduling helps preserve revenue streams, gives fans an opportunity to attend a make-good date, and avoids the reputational damage that can follow repeated or wholesale cancellations. Reschedules are logistically complex. They require venue availability, alignment with tour routing, and negotiation with suppliers, but they are widely used when illness disrupts a single date. After the Birmingham cancellation, organizers indicated they were working through all possible options to reschedule, a standard phrase that signals an intent to find an alternative rather than simply refund and move on. Boone's career arc and pressure of arena touring Benson Boone's rapid ascent from social media breakout and American Idol-adjacent beginnings to headline arena tours has been meteoric. The transition from smaller clubs to arenas brings new vocal demands, more shows, amplified schedules, press commitments, and travel. For artists who are still establishing their performance stamina at that scale, the physical demands can be intense. Boone's current tour was billed in large venues across the UK and Ireland, and has been a major step for the young singer, reflecting both his commercial pull and the heightened expectations that come with arena-level shows. Industry response and perspective. Music industry figures say that last-minute cancellations due to illness, while regrettable, are not uncommon, especially during long tours that take artists across time zones and into colder months that carry higher risk of respiratory infections. Managers, agents, and promoters typically hedge that risk with contractual and insurance arrangements, but the human cost to fans and artists is unavoidable. Many managers will now be reviewing influencers on the tour, from travel schedules to vocal rest practices, to mitigate further disruption. For Boone, the coming 48 to 72 hours will be critical. He will likely undergo further medical assessment, and his team will judge whether rest and treatment can allow him to sing the London dates without risking more serious harm. Fans and the reschedule precedent. When major touring acts have postponed dates for illness in the past, promoters typically either offer refunds or roll tickets over to a rescheduled date. Sometimes, fans who accept a later date find that the replacement show is signed off as an improved experience, the benefit of a happier, healthier performer, although that does not always soften the blow of travel cost and inconvenience. In the Boone case, organizers' public reassurances that they are exploring reschedule options follow that established precedent. Whether a date can be found that suits venue availability and tour routing will determine how many disappointed fans ultimately receive a make-good show. Over the next 24 to 72 hours, 3 developments will be especially important for fans and media watchers: an official medical update or further statement from Boone's team, confirmation from the O2 and ticketing partners about the status of the London shows, and any rescheduling proposals that would outline alternative dates and ticketing arrangements. As of publication, no official notice had been posted canceling the upcoming London shows. Ticket platforms continued to show seats for sale for the O2 dates early next week, but the proximity of those shows to the canceled Birmingham date makes the situation fluid. Fans should follow the singer's verified social accounts, the Utilita Arena and the O2, and ticket provider channels for the most authoritative updates. Attendees at Utilita Arena described a mixture of sadness and understanding as they left the venue. For many, the emotional intensity of attending a first arena headline, and often meeting friends or joining fan groups for the night, turned into a deflated evening. But several fans posted messages of concern for Boone's health, applauding his team for making a medically prudent call. A number of fans also noted that arena staff handled the announcement professionally and pointed out that the venue offered clear guidance on refunds, a detail that helped assuage some immediate anxieties. Boone's message to fans. In his public message, Boone conveyed deep disappointment but also emphasized gratitude and a desire to repay fans' loyalty with a better performance when his health allows. While the specific phrasing of social posts varied across platforms, the tone was consistent. Remorse, responsibility, and a commitment to making amends by rescheduling where possible. For many fans who have watched his career grow, that candidness and evident care for the audience will matter almost as much as the show itself. The tour and recovery. If Boone and his medical team can stabilize his condition quickly, the remaining UK dates may go ahead as planned, and the Birmingham date may be slotted back into the calendar. If, however, further problems emerge or medical advice recommends additional rest, the prospect of broader rescheduling cannot be ruled out. For artists at the center of arena tours, the balance between commercial momentum and vocal longevity is delicate. Protective cancellations in the short term can preserve the artist's ability to perform over the long term. Fans, for their part, will be watching official channels and hoping for a speedy recovery that allows Boone to return to the stage in full voice. Practical advice for ticket holders. For anyone holding a ticket to the Birmingham show, the immediate options are typically refund or transfer to a rescheduled date, if one is announced. Keep documentation of travel and accommodation expenses if you intend to pursue reimbursement from travel providers. Sometimes airlines or hotels offer goodwill policies in the event of major event cancellations, though that varies widely. For London ticket holders, maintain vigilance. Hold on to your ticket, check emails associated with your purchase for official notices, and follow venue and artist social channels for the fastest updates. Last-minute cancellations are among the least popular, but sometimes most responsible, decisions in live music. Fans invest time, money, and emotion. Artists risk their most valuable instrument when they perform while ill. In choosing to cancel Birmingham's show, Benson Boone and his team have created immediate disappointment, but they have also signaled a commitment to long-term care of the singer's voice and to returning to perform at full strength. Whether Tuesdays and Wednesdays' London shows go ahead remains to be confirmed in the coming hours. For now, the safest bet for fans is to watch official channels closely and to hope that rest and treatment will allow Boone to take the stage in the capital as planned.